Good morning friends. Welcome to Pannika's Tutorials YouTube channel. In the last video, I have discussed counting sort with an example. I hope you have watched that video. If you did not watch that video, I request you to go back and watch that video and come back to this video for better understanding. In this video, I want to discuss another example on counting sort so that whatever the doubts you have on the counting sort, all the doubts will be cleared. So to make you understand, I have taken 6 elements 1, 0, 5, 4, 3, 2 and I want to arrange these elements in the increasing order. So now first step is that I need to find the maximum element from the array. What is the maximum element from this array? Is 5. So I need to go for an array called count whose index is from 0 and up to 5. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you look at the input 1, go to the index 1 and increment the value 1. Initially all these values will be 0. For your understanding, let me write it as 0. Okay, now I have taken the input 1, go to the corresponding index. So 1 is the input, I am going to the index 1 and increment the value. Now what is the meaning is that till now 1 has occurred once till now. Now go to the next input 0, go to the corresponding index 0 and increment the value. It will be updated as 1. Now 5, go to the corresponding index and increment the value 1. Okay, now 4, go to the corresponding index, increment the value, it will be updated as 1. Next 3, go to the corresponding index 3 and increment the value 1. 2, go to the corresponding index and it is 1. What is the meaning of this array is that 0 has occurred in the input only once. Similarly, 1 also occurred once in the input. So that is the meaning. How many times each element has occurred in the input. Okay, now once you got is, now what is the next step is that you need to take the count of I is equal to the current value of the count is equal to the previous value plus the current value. So count of I is equal to count of I plus count of I minus 1. So 1 previous value is not there, so it will be 1. Now 1 and previous value is 1, it will be updated as 2. Are you able to understand? So this 1 count of I is equal to count of I plus count of I minus 1. See, I can write it in the same array, but to make you understand, I am taking it as a separate array, but I am doing it in the same array only because the name of these arrays are same. Now 1 plus 2, why I am writing 1 plus 2? Because this is updated as 1 and 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. Similarly, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, 1 plus 5 is 6. So, I got the count array as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, let me erase this one and I can use this array. And what is the indexes? Is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the meaning of this array is that, let me take it. I will take another array called B and the size of that array will be 6 because what is the value here? It is there 6. So you need to take another array called B and whose size is 6. If its size is 6, index value will be from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you able to understand? Let me repeat the process. First you need to make the maximum element. Once you take the maximum element, you will take an array called count and goes from 0 to max 5. And you write go to the index, the input, write the values 1, 2, 3, so on, how many times it is occurred, and then you will update the count array as count of I is equal to count of I plus count of I minus 1. And once you got this value 6, you take a new array called some B. Any array you can take and whose size will be 6. If it is size is 6, the index will be from 0 to 5. Now what you need to do is that you need to look at the input from the right to left. So first you need to look at the element 2. So once you got the element 2, go to the corresponding index. 2 is the index. What is the value is there? 3. Now you decrement the value. Now it is updated to 2. So go to the corresponding index and write the value as 2. Let me repeat again. You are reading the input from the right hand side. 2 is there. Go to the corresponding index. What is the value is there? 3. Decrement by 1. It is 2. Go to the index 2 and keep the value as 2. Now go to the next input. It is 3. Go to the corresponding index. What is the value is there? 4. You decrement it by 1. It will be 3. Let me erase this one and write it as 2. So it is 3. Go to the index 3 and write the value as 3. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Now next input is 4. Go to the corresponding index 4. What is the value is there? 4. So you need to keep your input 4 in the index 4. Is it clear? In this example, the value and the index are same, but let me repeat again. This input 4 is there, where you need to keep it. How you will identify? You will go to the corresponding index in the count array, and what is the value is there, you decrement it and keep the value in the corresponding index. Now 5 is your input. Go to the index in the count array 5. What is the value is there? 6. You decrement it and write it in the 5. In the index 5, you keep the element as 5. Are you able to understand it or not? Now 0 is there. Go to the index 0. What is the value is there? 1. You decrement it by 1. It will be 0. In the index 0, keep the value 0. Are you able to understand it or not? Now the next element is 1. Go to the index 1. What is the value is there? Is 2. So decrement it by 1. Okay. In the index 1, keep the value 1. Okay. So that is done. Okay. After 1, no other elements are there. So you got the input as, means the output as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the elements are arranged in the increasing order using the count sort. So I hope with these two examples you have understood the count sort. If you still have any doubts related to the counting sort, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.